Hello boys and girls and welcome to this new video. As promised, I'll only have time for the Q&A, so I'll do a proper mob guide a bit later in the week to compensate. So thanks a lot for all your questions, guys, and sorry in advance if I mispronounce your nicknames. Let's get started. So first question, Art Armory asks, what's your most annoying, irritating moment in War Thunder, and congratulations. Well, first, thank you, and to answer, I think the worst moment I had ever in War Thunder is when I still had the join ongoing battle setting activated, and one day I just wanted to chill and play, and I basically spawned in the game, and the game was lost, and I basically got spawn camped for 10 minutes straight without any hope of winning, so yeah, I basically unticked the option and never played back again. Then Vengeneer asks, what's my favorite BR, tech tree and vehicle, what's my best video in my opinion, my thoughts on Enlisted, and how many hours I have in War Thunder. So I'd say my favorite BR range is 5.7 because you're in a range of BR where you can count on your armor, if you know how to use it, that is, and you're still far from any bullshit like laser range fighters, thermal sights, etc. So you can really solo carry games if you have the skill and the vehicle knowledge. Then my favorite vehicle is probably the Type 90, the Japanese one. In my opinion, everyone sleep on it because it got no armor, sure, but the 4-second autoloader it's just a blessing. It's fast, it's nimble, and you can pull some crazy shit with the pneumatic suspension, so yeah, definitely my favorite. Then my favorite tech tree is Germany. You can't go wrong with Germany. You have a lot of tanks, all of them are good and meta, so it's just pure performance. You just can't go wrong with Germany. Then I think my best video, in my opinion, is the how to choose a nation to play. I put a lot of work, a lot more work than usual into it, and I found that the humor is well balanced. I think it's still the video that got me the most attention, the most views, so yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. And then to answer for my hours, I have around 2,500 on Steam, but I played a lot when the game was not yet supported by Steam, so I think I should have around 3,000 hours at a maximum. And lastly, my thoughts on Enlisted. Well, I think it's a very promising game. It's very fast-paced, the time to kill is really cool, the weapons are nice, the campaign system is very interesting, I think. So yeah, definitely a game that will be worth my time. Okay, next question. So Super Mickey 619 asks, would like to become a content creator like Fly Daily, etc. And am I left or right-handed? And if you can buy me a drink. So first of all, yes, you can definitely buy me a drink if you want. I'm a huge fan of Belgian beers. So if you come across a Hoegaarden Verboden Frucht or a Hoegaarden Grand Cru, which are my all-time favorites, be my guest, buy me one if you want. Then I'm right-handed, and for the becoming a full-time YouTuber part, I can't say no, but I can't say yes either. It would be cool to live thanks to YouTube and creating content, etc. for a living, but I'm pretty happy with the life I live right now, so it's clearly not an option for the moment. Then the tuba guy asks, what's the most fun part of the French tech tree? What lineup do I like in particular? And how do you play expensive lineups? A very interesting question. So first, as you said, autoloaders make up for the expensive tanks. You never have to worry about having a loader or not. You always reload the same speed and they're crazy fast. It's just too good. And autoloaders are just too good. Then I say my favorite French lineup is probably the 771, so with the Bad Chatillon, the Lorraine, and the MX-40. They cost an arm to run, but god, they're good. If you know how to operate them, if you know how to position yourself on the map, they're just godlike. And then for the expensive lineup, if you don't have much choice when playing expensive lineups. You have to be decent at the game. That's one thing to regularly get kills, and you have to run a premium account. Premium time makes you earn so much more money. You can make tons of Silver Lion when playing, but if you don't, you'll just go bankrupt. So it's sad to say, but premium is the only real way to go. For the next question, Never Sleep 1029 asks, what's your favorite map in War Thunder? So thank you for your congrats. And my favorite map, or at least the one I performed the best, is probably Sinai. I could play on it with my eyes closed. I know every single angle, and it's a very bright map, which helps my poor eyesight. So yeah, very good map. I really love it. Then Stanik asks, do you have fun in War Thunder? If yes, how? That's what a question. Well, I always had a love-hate relationship with the game since I started it. I can play the game for 8 hours a day for 2 months, and then take a break from it for 4 months, and then it's just rinse and repeat. That's how I roll. At the moment, I'm taking a break for the game, but I keep playing it from time to time to avoid being rusty. But yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll play again for full time for 3 months. Or I never know. It really depends on my mood. But yeah, when I play the game, I tend to have fun because I don't care about the others. I just want to improve myself and be the best player I can be. So I'm my own toughest opponent, and that's how I get fun. Really, when I play War Thunder, but generally CAS and helicopters are usually what kills my mood. Then the next question, well, GG bro, well, thank you, asks, what made you become a YouTuber? So I was always interested in video making because I just love editing, and I also love teaching things to people around me, maybe my friends or my relatives. So because of the lockdown we had in France, because of the COVID, I just found myself with a lot of free time really, and that's how I melted my two passion of editing and teaching things. So that's where I told myself, well, better put the time to use. And when I started my YouTube channel almost 2 years ago now. Then Rashid Bibi asks, the Pakistani pilot, sorry, what's the easiest tech tree to ground, and some random facts about me. So for the tech tree, I'd say definitely Sweden or Germany, because they have a lot of tanks and all have excellent guns, which is, in my opinion, the best thing to have in War Thunder if you want to have a pleasant experience. And what can I say about me? Well, I can tell you that I live in the north of France, very close to Belgium, actually. So I love beer, so I'm a very happy man. Then I have 2 cats, one named Lancelot, or Lancelot, as I said, and Lara. And I have a metal band named Audio Bears, for which I play lead guitar. Then Cursed Cliff asks, when will I make a Discord squadron? And that's a very good question, bud. So I don't know. I still don't know if my community will grow. I still don't know if it will become a thing, or if I will become famous, in quotes, very famous enough to have a squadron or a Discord. But that's definitely something I'll do if I grow enough. So maybe keep your eyes open for any news. For the next question, we have 19 Explorer Sport who asks, how are the protests in France? Very good, actually. At the moment, there are a lot of people protesting against the sanitary pass and the COVID vaccines, so protests are always something here, but at the moment they are very lively, if I can say. Then, for the next question, we have Jonathan Daniel, who asks, do you like trolling verbose in the chat? I do. Every time I see someone complaining, Germany suffers, I just pity them, and I try to bring them back to reality, but sometimes you just have to troll these ignorant people. I mean, come on, Germany is hands down the best nation of War Thunder. And finally, for the last question, we have Mblinksy, if I pronounce that correctly, who asks, what's your most hated tech tree? First of all, thank you very much without any hesitation, it's the Chinese tech tree. It's just a copy-paste of other nation. They bring nothing new, nothing really new, and they're like the Russian tech tree, but with even more problems. So, to me, they're just pointless to play. And voila! Again, thanks a lot for all your questions, guys. Thanks for the support. And again, since the video is already pretty lengthy, I'll try to release a map guide this week to compensate. So again, thank you very much. I hope that the community that you are, my community, will keep growing, so I can do another Q&A maybe with even more interesting questions. But in the meantime, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bisous.